Disconnecting to reconnect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast of the Ordinary Maverick. This is Ajay, your host, reaching out to you from a very, very cold and snowy Minneapolis, an ordinary Maverick sharing real life thoughts, experiences, and Maverick tips. We live in a digital world, and now with COVID-19 pandemic, it's even more digital than ever. Over the last few months, I've looked at a screen, be it a TV screen, laptop screen, phone screen, more than I have ever done in my entire life. Unable to meet people physically has left us with little choice but to connect over a screen. I was talking to a friend the other day and we were both reflecting on how life has changed. Earlier, we limited screen time for our kids and now school and online classes are taking kids to the screen. In a way, that's a good thing. Even in these challenging times, children have been able to continue their studies and connect with their friends and family. It's not the best, but at least there is an option. And then there's working remotely. That's increasing the screen time for parents too and all adults. Definite advantages to having technology today that enabled us to survive 2020, right? But think about it. Even before the pandemic hit us, we were still spending a significant amount of our life with the screens. Little realizing the addiction this was turning out to be. Too much of anything, I guess, is bad. And increasingly, we are hearing of mental tiredness, exhaustion, fatigue, challenges with coping with stress and anxiety. Being digitally connected all the time can raise your stress levels. We are taking in too much information and often information that is not required. Losing the physical interaction, which helps act like a filter. Studies have shown that tech addiction is linked to depression, anxiety, insomnia, and impulsive behavior, decreasing levels of life satisfaction given the constant comparison with others. Heard about the phrase, the grass is always greener on the other side? Continuous news feed, updates about people's lives, starts creating discontent in one's own. Subconsciously, we start comparing and often find ourselves and our lives wanting. This is a very dangerous trend. Affects our well-being, our performance, our relationships, and ultimately our entire life. And all of this leads to increasing levels of stress and anxiety. Like any problem, there are solutions to this tech addiction as well. We have all heard about creating and maintaining work-life balance, limiting screen time, taking care of oneself, etc., and the phrase digital detox, which refers to a period of time when a person voluntarily refrains from using digital devices such as smartphones, computers, and social media platforms. Now, being a maverick at heart, I am known to do things a bit differently. Without quite realizing on these fancy concepts like digital detox, myself and my family were doing exactly that since long. Let me share a tip here. Oftentimes, the key to successfully completing a task is to keep it simple. And with simplicity, make it fun. Here's what I mean. It's tough to do the digital detox for so many reasons. We are creatures of habit and cannot but look at our phones, check our emails, etc., right? And get anxious with the very thought of being disconnected for long. So how about if one could do something that could achieve three things together? Be simple, have fun, and at the same time, do the digital detox. Do this at regular intervals and you create a pattern. Remember, I spoke about creating patterns in another one of my podcasts. And then, of course, one creates memories and you can dip into your family memory bank and pull these out anytime and relive the special moments. See? So many advantages, right? We did the Orange River rafting trip a few years back. What an experience. 3 nights, 4 full days sailing 80 kilometers down the Orange River, navigating over 20 rapids, some difficult, some easy, paddling in our 2-person canoes in the most serene, calm, and beautiful environment. And the best part? No signal. Yes, completely cut off. No cell phone coverage. Definitely no computers, laptops, or digital devices. I mean, we did spend 4 days on the river in our little two-person canoes, carrying in whatever we needed minimalistically, which included our tent, sleeping bags, and some basic utilities. Here's some trivia. The Orange River is the longest river within the borders of South Africa, and the Orange River Basin extends extensively from Lesotho, South Africa, and Namibia to the north. You may ask, why is it called the Orange River? Well, it was so named in honor of the Dutch ruling family, the House of Orange, by the Dutch explorer Robert Jacob Gordon. In fact, currently the House of Orange is the reigning house of the Netherlands. Big boats and ships cannot travel on the Orange River because the river has many waterfalls and rapids. The Ogrebees Fall is a group of waterfalls and rapids on the Orange River that is a famous natural wonder. Well, we were part of a group that went for rafting on the Orange River, which included sleeping on the banks of the river for 3 nights as we sailed close to 80 kilometers from one point to the other, all within the starkly barren Richtersveld National Park. Seeing the park from the river is completely different experience as the water goes where roads can't. We were fortunate to see areas of the park that one cannot see unless you're traveling on the river. And of course, you need to navigate rapids, which gives the trip a thrilling edge. We had guides who helped us navigate and also cooked us the most wonderful meals over fire. We would start sailing in our canoes by 8 a.m. each morning after breakfast, stop for lunch around noon, and then sail again till about 4. Then we used to set up our camp. Yes, we traveled with our own gear, our tents, and set up camp each night, sleeping under the stars, enjoying the bonfire, talking for hours, or then just rowing in silence and harmony, bathing in natural water in the river and experiencing the most beautiful night skies, crystal clear, lit up like a Christmas tree. Honestly, the Namibian night sky out in the midst of a park is the most beautiful sight one can ever see. Never to be forgotten once experienced. And the digital disconnect or detox was the best side effect ever of the trip. See, simple, fun, and a detox all recharge and reconnect. Ask yourself this question. When was the last time you switched off digitally for a full 24 hours and kept it simple and fun? If the answer is no, or anything over than a year, then it's time to plan something soon. The biggest benefit to regularly unplugging and spending time in nature is that it helps bring your attention to what is really important and what makes you happy and take more control of your life. Here's another thought. If it's important, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Well, we found a way together as a family. Select your next break carefully. Remember, keep it simple, make it fun, and have your digital detox all at the same time. Write in your comments, share your feedback. I would love to hear from you. And for some more Maverick tips, do subscribe to the Ordinary Maverick podcast. This is Ajay signing off and wishing you an amazing day ahead. Keep well, keep safe.